Here's why seeing The Batman might be more expensive than you think. Seeing a movie nowadays can be an expensive proposition. For a family of 4, a trip to the theater, including concessions, could be easily well over $100, especially for seeing a film at prime time in a major market. Sometimes it feels like you'd need to have Bruce Wayne money in order to see the hottest new releases on the biggest screen possible.
I'm buying this hotel.
Well, AMC apparently took that to heart with their latest decision to charge theatergoers even more for marquee movie events, beginning with The Batman. On Tuesday, following an earnings call, AMC Entertainment CEO Adam Aron made the announcement that the theater chain and beloved meme stock will charge customers $1 more to see the Matt Reeves-directed blockbuster. Aron said, "Currently, our prices for The Batman are slightly higher than the prices we're charging for other movies playing in the same theaters at the same time." Nerdist staff editor Megan Kirby confirmed the price difference at AMC's Times Square Theater. They're charging $18.99 for a ticket to The Batman at 6:30 p.m. at AMC 25, whereas Uncharted and Nightmare Alley tickets were only $17.99 for similar screening times. Considering a projected $115 to $125 million domestic box office and a $220 million global box office for The Batman, this price hike seems poised to yield outsized results for the formerly beleaguered theater chain. For the rest of us, well, we might just have to fire our butlers if this becomes the norm in the long term.
Leaving is all I have to make you understand.
Speaking of which, Aron was quick to try and normalize the variable pricing practice for both investors and potentially affronted consumers. He said, "This is all quite novel in the United States, but actually AMC has been doing it for years in our European theaters. Indeed, in Europe, we charge a premium for the best seats in the house, as do just about all sellers of tickets in other industries. Take sports events, concerts, and live theater, for example. Well, duh, dude, those are live events! You can replicate a movie 100,000 times! What are you doing?" Anyway, the bigger question here is how long will the price hikes last? In Nerdist's report, we found that the price increase currently runs for just a single week. At the theaters we checked, the $1 surcharge was gone by Friday, March 11th, back down to that $17.99 price point. So if you're willing to wait, you can use that extra dollar you save on buying the 6-inch tall popcorn holder shaped like Batman's head that AMC also announced during this call. While that $1 price increase doesn't seem like a lot on an individual level, it adds up over time. It makes going to the movies to see big releases like The Batman an even pricier proposition during an inflationary period with no relief in sight. It also raises bigger questions about how theater chains will continue to try and squeeze more money out of prospective customers in a time where streaming is ascendant and the theatrical window is shrinking, partly as a result of the extended shutdowns from the global pandemic. Warner Media's strategy of releasing all of their 2021 films both in theaters and on HBO Max on the same day proved successful for adding new subscribers, but the jury is still out on whether or not they'll stick around for the long term. Moreover, it led to public displeasure from high-profile filmmakers like director Denis Villeneuve, who criticized the decision to release Dune on the streaming service the same day and date. In an op-ed for Variety at the time, Villeneuve wrote, "With this decision, AT&T, Warner Brothers' parent, has hijacked one of the most respectable and important studios in film history. There's absolutely no love for cinema nor for the audience here." Others, like Christopher Nolan, straight up switched studios from Warner Brothers to Universal, where he's currently making Oppenheimer, a biopic about the father of the atomic bomb. In an excoriating statement to The Hollywood Reporter, Nolan nuked Warner Brothers' simultaneous release strategy from orbit. Some of our industry's biggest filmmakers and most important movie stars went to bed the night before thinking they were working for the greatest movie studio and woke up to find out they were working for the worst streaming service. More recently, we saw actresses like Scarlett Johansson sue Disney for alleged breach of contract. The lawsuit claimed that Disney sacrificed Black Widow's box office potential like so many Black Widows on Vormir in order to grow its Disney Plus streaming service business instead. Black Widow debuted in theaters in markets where theaters were open at the time and on Disney Plus Premier Access, which gave subscribers a chance to watch the movie at home for an additional one-time $30 fee. However, when Disney reported they made an additional $60 million through Disney Plus Premier Access, it left many involved, especially Johansson, feeling like they were cut out of what was rightfully theirs. Ultimately, Disney settled with Johansson, and they cut deals with other high-profile stars like Cruella's Emma Stone as well. Warner Media also found themselves in a similar situation, paying out as much as $200 million to talent like Wonder Woman 1984 director Patty Jenkins, star Gal Gadot, and King Richard star Will Smith. Now, others like Village Roadshow have not been as successful. They are currently attempting to sue Warner Brothers and their parent company over the release strategy for The Matrix Resurrections. The point is, though, that right now it feels like a watershed moment in not only what it means to be a moviegoer, but a filmmaker as well. With a ravenous demand for new content, major streaming services like Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, Disney+, HBO Max, Peacock, you name it, they're all paying top dollar to secure a steady flow of new films and series so they can attract new subscribers and retain existing ones. Making popular new films more expensive to see on the big screen might line AMC's pockets in the short term, but audiences that feel nickeled and dimed by this practice might ultimately decide to wait until the price drops, or stay home if they can watch the biggest movies from the comfort of their own couch instead, especially if it's a fraction of the price. And look, based on my personal experience, I think that films like The Batman, Spider-Man No Way Home, and Dune are all best experienced on the biggest screen humanly possible. But taking a bathroom break during those extra long run times is much easier when you can just pause the movie so you don't miss a crucial moment, like, why are there 3 Spider-Mans? Regardless, for the time being, we'll just have to pretend we're paying a toll on the bridge into Gotham City as AMC and other theater chains begin experimenting with variable pricing in the US. Thankfully, for those who choose to go see The Batman on opening weekend, you are in for a major treat as this neo-noir version of The Dark Knight is well worth the price of admission. And if you want to know more, make sure you check out Kyle Anderson's spoiler-free review on our website and our YouTube channel. And if you want even more Batman in your life, well, guess what? You're in luck because it's Batman Week here at Nerdist, and we have all manner of deep dives, essays, and explorations of the Caped Crusader just waiting for you over on Nerdist.com. In the meantime, though, tell us, what do you think of this news? Do you prefer the option of seeing a movie at home or on the big screen? And what's your movie snack of choice? Be honest.
But tangerine.
Let us know in the comments below, and for the latest and greatest in the world of pop culture, stay tuned to Nerdist.com.